Hi gang, it's Hexy. Let's catch up on Chickamauga here. Barren victory. Multi-Man Publishing, Civil War Brigade series. Back in 1991. We are through getting ready to start the 10:30 a.m. turn. So we played up to 10:30 in the morning. So that's 6 turns we played. All right, let's review the board first, and then we'll talk some numbers here. This is kind of interesting. So, and I'm going to get somebody's got to validate where I stand if they can. So, like I say, it's 10:30 in the morning on the 19th of September. All right. I still cannot get Granger's core. I cannot get initiative. Rosecrans is not on the map, and in the rules for this, there is no overall commander until Rosecrans gets on the map. So I keep trying to change Granger's orders to go ahead and get these guys off over here, off of the crossings, and this division here, get them into the attack here. Because I think that if I can get them activated, the Union is strong enough to deal with this force. Reynolds' division, remember I kept trying to change his orders to send him down that way to help. Well, that never happened. So now he's here and he's fresh. And these Union brigades in here they're beat up a little bit, but they're probably no worse than the Confederate brigades sitting over here. So this is kind of stagnant. I just tried to attack this turn. D.G. Pegram is dead. A very good commander he's wounded. Which I could have sworn there were rules for a wounded officer could possibly come back in the game, but I got to go dig that up. I couldn't find it directly in the rule book. So if anybody knows about that, let me know. Because why would you have leader killed and then leader wounded if wounded didn't mean he could potentially come back into the fight? A couple of Union commanders are also shot up. So it's kind of stagnant right here, right now. But they still are on the attack, and I just attacked with 4 or 5 brigades going forward. And some of the Confederates ran away. And some of the Union didn't really do any damage. So that it's still in action, but it's kind of dead right now. These Confederates are on the defense over here, so I backed these guys off so the artillery, if over here, couldn't shoot at them. And just, get free shots at them, because the Union have a lot more ammunition for artillery. Well, more than the Confederates do. But like I say, if I can get Granger's Reserve Corps activated and get them into the fight over here and probably chase those Confederates off, because the Confederates don't get any reinforcements till 1:30. So that means there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 game turns in between that the Union has reinforcements coming. So, but I got a feeling they're going to need that to change the other part of the battlefield. All right, so let's go to the other end and see what's happened. All right. I'm sure you can tell by looking at the board that the 21st Corps, I did not emergency retreat them. Their defensive orders are to keep this road open with the entry hex and protect Lee House and the crossing right here. All right, to keep it defended. So they're okay. If I was going to draw a box, their box would have been like here to defend. All right. Wilder, I changed his orders, was moving him into the fight, and then I decided I still need to keep these roads open, so I put him in a defensive posture at this intersection here. And I signed the 1-2 Cav, which is underneath this artillery, to move down here and sit on this crossing. That would be Minty. And I want to say Thomas Beach, I think that was you that was asking about Minty's Cav. And I kept looking at 1-2 Cav and never bothered to look at the name on it. And that's Minty's Cav. So a little late, but now they're down there at the Lee House at the bridge. I had to pull 21st Corps out because 2 of their 3 divisions are wrecked. And I got to get them back here, maybe get lucky and do some straggler recovery. I don't know how, because the Confederates are going to keep pushing. Now this turn, the 2nd Division from the 20th Corps comes in over here at A. So you know where they're going. They're going right into this fight right here. That'll be their orders, to go right in there and assist the 21st. Might even be to attack, actually. So, the Confederates will go first, depending on what they do on this next turn, because they did recover some stragglers. Not a boatload, but they actually had 2 of them that recovered 2 stragglers. So they're going to push. they'll probably take this unused Hindman. I finally put leaders back here to get these 2 stacks out of route, and the Union stack up there that was routed got recovered. So I got the leaders in there to get these guys out of route. So now they're disorganized. They'll go to shake at the next turn. And Buckner's corps is still untouched sitting right here. So, and I've been keeping them there thinking, well, is somebody going to show up in the middle? I'm trying not to look at the reinforcement chart, but from what I'm seeing, everything comes on right here at A. The entire Union force comes on here at A. So I'm going to have to get Buckner into the fight, or else reinforcements will be able to flood in and eventually work their way up there. So I get why later in the fight that Thomas and them had to pull back, because it was a lot of distance to travel from down here. So I've also realized that the importance of this Confederate attack down here is to wear out these reinforcements, or is to delay these reinforcements. Shatter the 21st Corps, which I think they're doing, and tie up any reinforcements coming in from the south, and then let everything else work up here. Because I'm telling you what, if Hood and Polk can tie this up, then that gives Buckner a free hand to maybe possibly work behind the 14th Corps up there, or maybe maneuver down this avenue here, and try to hit the 20th Corps. We'll see. I haven't used Wilder yet. He has special weapons. He's got the Spencer repeaters. I got a feeling I'm going to have to get him into action, or he's probably going to get hit by Buckner, because Bragg is on the board, and he can issue orders to Buckner, which is probably what's going to happen this turn, because Buckner's current plan is to cover the back end of Hood's attack, which obviously is not necessary anymore. So, all right, so 21st Corps falling back. They're still in defensive posture. Hood and Polk are still on the offensive, are still on the attack, and now this other division over here can get activated. All right, so let's take a look at some numbers. And this is really, really intriguing to me. Get that camera right. All right. So after 6 turns, and this is what I want somebody to validate. So I'm at 10:30 in the morning on the 19th. I want somebody to do a comparison. So Union casualties, kills are 3,250, and they've got 1,850 stragglers. They've got 2 divisions wrecked, and they've got 7 brigades, part of this too. 7 brigades wrecked. The Confederates have 2,800 killed. They have 1,900 stragglers. They've got 1 division wrecked, which is one of these cab divisions. I think it's Nathan Bedford Forrest's. And they've got 5 wrecked brigades. So they're doing far better than the Union is. Which I want to say was how it went anyhow on the first day. So that's where the numbers stand on this, and that's where the fight stands. Tell you, these things are fun, man. These are mind breakers, boy, when you're trying to figure out, what kind of orders can I give to make things happen? Like, that whole corps sitting there stagnant, and if Rosecrans was on the map, I could issue orders and get them moving. Maybe they get delayed, but at least they'll hopefully would eventually get the orders and activate. 21st Corps, are they going to get bailed out by the 20th? Parts of the 20th Corps starting to come on. Is Wilder going to be able to assist? And maybe because they're going to have some good firepower. They're like a AA unit. So he can split off. He split off into 2 A's. You get 2 A's with special weapons firing into 1 brigade. That's going to be devastating once that happens. All right, so let's close out the 10:30 all the way up to 10:30. We'll start the 10:30 to 11 turn here next, and we'll do a couple more turns and see how we progress. Like I say, if somebody can check those numbers, go back and look at those numbers. Let me put the camera on it again for a second. If somebody can validate this through 10:30 in the morning on the 19th, and give me some feedback. Tell me how I stand to the actual fight. All right, let's get this thing posted so y'all can see what's going on. Talk to y'all soon.